noise, I feel at home, lost together, not alone. shadow on the ground, where silent answers gather round. The world is wet with yesterday, dreams dissolve and never fade. I walk, I think, I don't resist this gravity of rain and mist. No one's calling, nothing waits. Time just leans against the gate. On this planet soaked in white, I walk with questions by my side. And maybe thought is just a way to stay while everything decays. So I keep moving step by step, through rain, through breath, through what is left. Golden dust on the window pane. Evening hums your quiet name. Shadows stretch across the floor like we've been here before. Old film frames inside my head. Every word we never said. Time drips slow, it bends, it breaks. In the warmth, the silence makes. I feel you in the afterglow, soft as echoes, moving slow. Nothing sharp, nothing loud, just our breath inside this cloud. Stay with me in the fading light, where the day turns soft at night. Bittersweet, but it feels so right. Let the world blur out of sight. If this moment slips away, let it haunt me just this way. Static dreams and velvet skies, heavy hearts with gentle eyes. We don't need to say too much. Every sound is just a touch. Footsteps floating barely there, loose confessions in the air. I don't know what's real or not, but I love the shape we've got. Colors melt the hours sway. All our doubts just drift away. Hold the sound, don't let it go. Let it drown us nice and slow. Stay with me in the fading light, where the day turns soft at night. Bittersweet, but it feels so right. Let the world blur out of sight. If this moment slips away, let it haunt me just this way. If tomorrow feels too far, we'll hide inside these scars. doors into a sigh. Let the quiet pass us by. When the light is almost gone, we'll still hum the same old song. Soft and worn but always true. In the dark, I'm close to you.
Echo without a source. Nothing here knows how to stay. Every vow turned into static. Every face erased in heat. I follow what is left of you. Not flesh, not voice, just a reed. This is hell without a name. Low flames breathing the floor. No desire. Just the pull I can't ignore. Let the ground erase my shame. I was never whole before. After screams forget their sound, what remains still pulls me down. Not a spin, just underground. Just underground. before. Walls remember what we forgot. Ash falls like exhausted snow. Time bends and we're folding thin. There's nowhere else to go. The gates don't open, they dissolve. Heaven flickers out of frame. I stay where gravity is wrong. And nothing asks me why I came. This is hell without a name. Soft collapse and endless gray. No desire, no shame. Only motion left to stay. Let the ground erase my shame. I was never meant to remain. Slow burning sirens pressing through bone. No need for forgiveness. No need for a After fire forgets to burn, after screams forget their sound, what remains still pulls me down. Not a spin, just underground. Just underground. Someone else is breathing. survive in the blur between what's real and what I miss. If I fade, don't be afraid. I'm still here, just rearranged. Whisper softly, call my name. One of me will answer you.
Night loses its surface, it shifts its angle. Light passes without residue. A suspended gap, unused sound, breath without form. Motion never arrives, only distance accumulates. Foam will scatter, failing to reach meaning. Delayed reflections, non-overlapping time. An echo arriving late. An echo arriving late. An echo arriving late. Temperature after contact, an unrecorded position, a vacancy that remains, an unchosen direction, an unfinished gesture, a state left open. What remains here? Angle, interval, residue, an uncalled response. Night continues, nothing closes. hallway hums my name in static. Every door leads back to me. The map I carry turns to water every time I try to bleed. I knock on shapes that call an answer. They dissolve beneath my hands. Is there an exit or just walls? Was there ever one at all? I'm still breathing, still awake, but I don't feel alive. I scream into the walls, they never reply. Maybe this place was never built for leaving, only staying whole. If there's no exit, let me stay with my name intact. In the dark, I'll lean against the wall tonight and wait for cracks to speak. Gray city hums outside the glass. On my bed I let the shadows pass. Ceiling stars begin to glow. The air gets light, the floor sinks low. Gravity fades, I'm lifting free. The door opens to a velvet sea, rowing through the starlit deep, leaving the world fast asleep. Swimming through the cosmos in my room, drifting past the silence and the star and keep it inside, floating through this dream. Saturn hides in my coffee cup. Laundry comets are burning up. Clock stops ticking, time is thin. Heartbeat is the only spin. The world wants me down on the ground, but I'm past Andromeda unbound. Here the lonely turns to gold, a story that was never told.
stardust stays within my pen. I'll wait for the dark to ignite and swim back into the night.
Watching the dust dance in the hall,
talk about the drive, and that is all. I point out a loose thread on your sleeve and ask if you've got everything before you leave. The kettle's humming a quiet tune, filling up the corners of the room. I keep my hands busy with the keys, folding back the static like a breeze. I'll say see you soon and let it hang, without the echo or the bitter pain. Just a casual wave in the afternoon light, keeping the windows clear and bright. It's just another day, a simple scene, space remaining where we've been. I mention a book you ought to read, ignoring the silence, planting the seed. We're making plans for a week away, while the sun shadows shift in shades of gray. I'll say see you soon and let it hang, without the echo or the bitter pain. Just a casual wave in the afternoon light, keeping the windows clear and bright. It's just another day, a simple scene, a space remaining where we've been. The script is easy, the lines are thin. I don't let the outside wander in. There's a weight in the air I choose to ignore as I lean my weight against the door. Take the highway, it's faster that way. The last few words I'll let you say. The engine fades, the street is